Hello, this is Falterfire, and two-part videos work for me, okay? I think this is still the plan. Go through this whole route. Probably hit this fight. I mean, Clip Focus isn't that amazing into Baelator, but it is very good into Cruelty, so... Alright. Let's play. Can I remember what the heck I was even doing? The answer is playing cards. Alright, this was Reflect Deck. I think we want to try and use that to block whatever from coming out. And we just intern here. Save the supercharge. Yeah, Ray of Frost is very good, it turns out. It's just ruining the day for those jerks. Alright, with this is out, we can definitely get rid of the Mind Probe. We don't need it this fight. Should have just copied the, whatchamacallit. That works out pretty conveniently. Sure do. Goodbye. And right, we have Tormented Gloves. And Contemplate, probably. Going here for the powerful card. Definitely get rid of that. Oh, whoops. I am dumb. I'm not used to getting self-statused, and I am super 100% awake, which is another factor that's worth considering. Go ahead and do mute. Alright. Really could use some shield. Do that. I should have done this in the other order, but sequencing is hard. Alright, this puts us in a pretty awkward position, but fortunately this one is going to die, or is going to, oh, nope, it's just going to just evade, because we have still an evade chance that we do not want. Heavy plating would actually be pretty good. Does that make sense? Given where we're at? Which means we take damage, unfortunately, but I think it's kind of our best option. Nice thing is now we can hit these out safely. Pull this out of supercharge, which means there was definitely a route through this that didn't involve us taking this much damage, though. Oh, we do have our heal at least. Get all of our shield back. Not all of our shield, but most of our shield. And this should be lethal without costing us any health. Yep. Shield gain +2 is pretty nice, and deploy shield is pretty okay. I don't think that's actually that good. Enchanted hammer's okay over battery pack. I'll just take a bunch of events. This upgrade is very good. Nope. We want to have tough going into pay later. Purity is not as important going into pay later. You know that I have any cuts I'm super interested in. Just take the energy. Always super lazy about cutting cards unless I think I have really good, really important choices. Honestly, skip that. Because that was a double summon. I should do that. And I think we're just going to convert this. It's actually pretty nice. Starting evasion is actually, I didn't think about it at the moment, but yeah, evasion is kind of a downside. We would happily take the, like I said, the item that makes it so we cannot evade attacks. Pretty happy with that. Evading kind of a problem against this stroke, who keeps getting stronger every time we evade. Don't have a way to convert that. I probably should have saved the whatchamacallit until I could do that. Is it worth playing this becomes the question. I think so. So, oh, but I don't have space in hand. This ends up being a little awkward because this will pay itself back. But this will make all these cheaper. And we can get this out twice. And we'll get to make back a bunch of mana on blowing things up. Oh. Alright. I was for some reason thinking that we had more status decay, but we don't. We don't have any sanctuaries either, do we? No, I have passed up all the sanctuaries we were offered because I am a dum-dum. I think we need to play that. Need to cleanse. That is some cleanse. Gonna save that for whatchamacallit this time, like we should have done the first time. I hope we don't get That wasn't the thing I was thinking about, but it was kind of the second worst. Alright, we can get rid of that. Start with that. This actually works out perfectly because now we can convert that. And we get the other explosion we need, so we can clean off that. And we can even get rid of that for bonus value. Get dunked on. Alright, so that's the thing we're kind of really not wanting to see, but we now have enough, whatever, that's not really a huge deal. Nice. Although we, I guess, wanted that specific attack to go through. Well, screw you too. I guess we do that. I was thinking that we weren't going to explode for some reason. I can't do math. Probably. Which, not really a surprise. Okay, not going to rub it in by just immediately doing the other apply arcane to us. Which it could have, but it didn't. So that gets us something for Purify. No luck, but I'll take a cleanse. Still don't want that to happen. Although I guess that's kind of worse. Freeze ourselves for value. And then we explode. But it's only a single explosion this time. So. Yeah, cruelty into things that also apply haha. Purify. Purify is good here. Not really what we were hoping to see, but we'll take it. Get you out. Yeah, if it again, the evade chance keeps causing us problems. Because if it had hit us that last time, it would have just died. Oh, back to full health. Torn between taking the Sanctity and taking the Convene. This, I think we do actually want to be able to taunt Baelator, is the thing. Shield gained +3. That seems good here. Gives us 2 turns of taunt, which is pretty valuable. Shadow Burst Plus, which is whatever. I really should cut something. I don't know that a Curse Ceremony is doing that much for us at this point. Alright. This fight could be a major pain in the butt, but we're at full health, and we have value. What's the worst that could happen? Don't answer that. So they're all going to freeze out anyway. And I may as well just do that. Oh, right! The frost! I mean, at that point, go ahead and get this out. For value. Ice Gale's pretty good for us. Go away. Aha! Get dunked on, dummies. Ooh, okay, so we can't just throw out cards or we'll get Arcane leaked into Oblivion. I think we're playing... No, because you're just going to freeze off our ice barrier anyway. Apply Arcane to us, I'm guessing? Okay, no. This will just freeze out whatever we pointed at. You're just going to die to that. Alright, so that's actually pretty okay for us. Totally forgot about that. Goodbye. Let's do that. Do that. You're going to die the first time you hit me. You're going to freeze yourself the first time you hit me. No, we are out of... That worked out. Is throwing a blizzard any good here? It does freeze out our summons, which is kind of annoying, but it's a lot of frost. We're just taking, I think we're just taking the cleansing shield. There's 5% more of hate chance. Gosh dang it! I do not want 15% of hate chance. That is not good for us. I mean, I guess in the Bay later it's whatever, but. We'll do that later. Actually, then that first. Oh, I can't get out that. That's fine. So we don't have to deal with drawing into stuff this fight. I guess doing that summon this early was possibly a mistake just because it means that we have to deal with freezing out the summon. Probably should have upgraded that if I'm going to keep on Spyglass. But you play 2 cards to unfreeze. That can go. That can go. And just get turn extra. So we are guaranteed to evade one of these, and we have plenty of shield for the other. And we could just stop them from getting a turn. Stop them from actually doing their big attack. I'm not even sure that's what the most efficient thing for us to do was, but it was the funniest thing to do, so... I could freeze you out of getting your attack. Stop you from getting more powerful. Delicious arcane detonations. So, the point here... Oh, whoops. Wait. How do I... Oh, I got frozen and then I smidged on. Okay, yeah. There goes your frenzy. Going to be bleeding, unfortunately, but we have a lot of shields, so that backwood is now frozen for 2 turns, and we're not bleeding anymore. Get it dumped on. Alright, we no longer heal back all of the health because of getting rid of that one thing. Fortunately, we are now frozen from the frostbite, but that's okay. Not exactly the end of the world. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need that. Now we actually want to take this hit. Okay. Alright, good. We did indeed get that kill. Sure. And then we're going to end turn, and we'll at least lose one of its frenzy turns. So it's going to get to take one of them. Just kidding. I lied. Aha! Exactly how we drew it up, probably. I mean, how do I just pass up a sanctuary? I think the answer is I don't. This helps us get through purity, which I think is okay. I don't think we need to do this fight is the thing. I'm gonna just do these two. Do a better job of cutting cards that I don't need, but that sounds like effort. Right, kind of what I was hoping to see was just a freeze on you, so we can then ignore. Sequencing is hard. So the nice thing here is we just automatically get that free arcade detonation for Move the Hidden. Alright. Save that until we find that one thing that we want. And we're going to use this to stop this from getting opportunist up again, ideally. Okay, we do need to get some cards out of hand here. So we have space, because we do at least want space for the Cannon Blast. Approach becomes, how do I actually get to 0? I could just copy that with Spyglass. Yeah, that would do it. I think that's actually worth it. Especially because that seems pretty good. Rotation. A little unfortunate we actually didn't draw into either our Sinister Runestones when we had the thing get rid of them, but whatever. Aha. Have a bad time. Also have a bad time. First, get the powerful out, but not worth doing that because there's no point in losing health. Max hand size +2 is pretty nice. And I'll take a Persecute into Bay later. Alright, it is CPU. I reserve the right to restart if we can't nail it. I have no clue how this is going to go. Kind of put even odds on it going our way. Alright. This is safe. We can use this to force out the block summons from coming out, which is going to help. Although we probably can't get back to it in time, but... Let me think through how we're doing this. Okay, so that's still a lot of damage incoming. Weak helps. I'm debating if we want cold calculations into this fight. See what that does. Alright, that's a freeze. Very happy with that. I'm curious if this will do damage. Okay, it did not. And we rotated it forward, which I believe means that it is trying to do, yeah, it was trying to apply stuff to us, but it couldn't. I realize stuff is unhelpfully vague. Taking so much damage here. This has so much whatever set up. That'll freeze it. That'll give me the mana that I need to play whatever. Now trip an opportunist, which we don't have to care about. Because... And so it's going to eat a Doom. Okay. Kind of makes sense to use the hammer here. On just that. And the reason why is just because like we were so low on shield that it seemed like the time to do it. Probably better to do that because we are eating a lot of damage here. I also probably should have just copied the Alright. Great chance is kind of helping in this particular fight. I have to give fair credit. We are not doing amazing at managing incoming damage here. I can easily become that. Unfortunate here on how the damage has panned out. Oof. Okay. So I believe that's both of the Sinister Stones gone. We'd really like to find our Sanctuary this turn. Ugh, that is ugly. Not really what I want to be doing, but I think it's what we have to be doing. Yeah, that was worth it. We got rid of our arcane, whatever. Also, we're doomed. That's a thing that I need to keep track of. But if we hadn't cleansed off whatever, we would have lost. Our doom would have gone off, which would have been worse. Yeah, freeze you. I do this, we lose our summon, which doesn't seem worth it. I'd rather just do that. There is Doom survive. Here is summon coming out, so we can block that. There is still an opportunist stop. So we can't really afford to draw anymore. But we're not taking damage here. All things considered, I would say this fight is probably going better than expected. What are we at in terms of stones? We do have still have both bright flame stones. Transform the exhaustion with that. Pitch. Purify does work for us right now. That isn't super important. I think the extra mana is more important. Seems okay, since we don't have a ton of fatigue right now. Building it powerful is pretty useful. But that's okay. That's less okay. This would cleanse off the... No, it doesn't cleanse off the vulnerable. See the barriers, I guess. Rude. So much white flame. That's no longer a freeze. Oh, that is a freeze now. I'd like to have gotten a shield out, but... Ooh, we're going to eat a Doom here, so I don't want to do that and eat more damage. Oh, I guess I'm going to eat... Yeah, I'm eating damage anyway from... Whatever. Yeah, we could allow the summons to come out, but... I don't think that's good for us. Worth it. Yeah, we are not doing a great job of making progress on this fight. Kind of treading water. And don't get me wrong, it could be a lot worse. Like the fact that things aren't actively getting worse constantly is a good sign, but yeah, the arcane taking away Doom is not great for us. That's not super useful for us right now. Yeah, I think we're just fine doing this. Let's get both of these out. Here, let's get back up to max. Whatever. Okay. We still have one of those stupid bright flamestones that we just have not managed to get rid of. That needs to happen. Alright. That can get out of here finally. Eating a Doom proc here, but right. Don't love that, but not enough frost. Yeah, we need that tough. We are so close to running out. That's pretty good. Oh, I should do that. Transform that. Health off 2 things. All right. We are on the downhill slope, by which I mean, I think this is a Lamau. Let's go draw trinket. That's probably better than that. Let's see what. I mean, hopefully that doesn't do anything, but it could. And we may just take another sanctity. We just take another sanctity. I think we want to upgrade a cleansing shield based on how that fight went. It's not as big of a deal in the last fight as the thing, but I think we just want those for dealing with whatever. All right. I think we do need to purify. I think guarding tactics is probably the weakest card at this point. Reflect is not going to be a huge part of how we're dealing with Bay later, because, yeah. I don't really want more of a chance against Bay later, I don't think. Yeah, no, that's super great. Just take max health and then go in, I think. And hope that it all works out. In theory, beating CPU should mean that it's smooth sailing from here on out, right? All right, so let's. Oh, burnt a frost on that. That was a mistake. That was a foreseeable error. Okay. I think we save our mana. I think he's worth playing that last one. Had a bait chance. I mean, against Baelator, I guess I'm fine with it. Alright. We are going to be able to transform one of those. We are unfortunately losing skill value to Frail. In my head, I was going to get to 0 mana there because I wasn't thinking about whatever. No, we can apply some shock. That's fine. And that gets rid of the Frail still. So we have 1 Sinister Stone to deal with. Cat? Cat, you're adorable, but you are in the way. Maybe we can just leave that. Just kidding, we can get rid of it. Obviously, we want to save that to actually just cancel out an attack turn. We are super vulnerable. I might just have to copy my shield at this point. What's left in the draw pile? Yeah, at this point I just copy the shield. Just get as much shield as I can. Yeah, because I couldn't remember if there was another attack in that sequence, or I would have used this. Alright, we get rid of that. In theory, I'm pretty sure we don't have to deal with a lot more. Curse. I think we've gotten through the curse, but yeah, I think this is the attack that we're probably going to cancel. Oh, I'm dumb. I was holding that. Okay, yeah, that did not make it better. Kind of what I was afraid of. Yeah, we are eating a bunch of damage here. Because that is so much white flame stacked up that we need to get rid of. We have ways to do it, we just have to actually, get him out. The other thing is, like, the white flame keeps us from actually getting multiple turrets up. Because if we get multiple turrets up, we can theoretically abuse whatever it is to... Anyway, this is not really what we want to see. Can't really afford to play a bunch of cards this turn. Freeze is better than eating that much damage. And it's absolutely worth getting rid of that. Okay. Have we turned the corner? Unknown. Are we using that this turn? Yes, probably. Alright, so this is gonna trip Pipe Flame. This is gonna kill our summons. And we can apply weak. Ends up working out more or less. That's gonna pop off. 1 second powerful at least. Yeah, that just 50% spike in damage dealt is pretty brutal. It's not really better. Yep. Yep. And get that set for next turn. Then I just have to end turn, I think. Yeah, still slowly bleeding out. But at least we only took 1 turn there instead of 2 turns in a row of those hits, which I think is actually relevant. I need that shield so that I can get rid of that safely. Although, still taking damage. I didn't want to just use this while we had Frail up, although I guess it's not going to matter. Oh, come on. That's just rude. Just nuke off with that sort of thing. Are we just dead? Well, I don't love how little that did, but we're not just dead. But I guess we are living only by the grace of those evades, which God, the sequencing on that is so unfair. Cruelty. I hate cruelty a lot. Have I mentioned that? Let's do that. Can't use that this turn. Just getting as much health as possible here. God. Yeah, the continual just like dumps of surprise. It's doing a bajillion extra damage. Pretty hard to deal with. Oh, it's not tough right now, which is not amazing for us. We have enough shield now. today, Satan. Okay. Maybe today, Satan. Oh, we got a nice amount of recoverable still. Guess we just do that. This is one of those where there are 2 back-to-back turns of damage, so we are not going to be able to actually prevent damage entirely by doing this, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, no, it isn't. Cool. That's very good for us. Worth it. Alright, we managed to get the kill, although it wasn't pretty. I don't know if I even got my screenshot in time. Yeah. So, obviously a much weaker deck. Like, ultimately what it comes down to is the Reflect plan is really bad against bosses. And bosses are the fights that are killing you. And that's how it is. Because, yeah, there was just no way we were building enough shield to deal with Baelator while also trying to get Reflect up. Like, all the Reflect cards we had, we would have been better off if they were more Arcane or more raw shield gain, or just anything other than trying to get to faff about with whatever. Also, like, if the Cleansing Shields were Sanctuaries, we would have been better off. But yeah. Obviously, White Flame murdering our summons was really annoying because it meant that I could never pull off giving Taunt to a summon, which was kind of my goal, but like that just wasn't feasible because like I had to keep hitting Baelator to get rid of White Flame. Yeah. Anyway, that is the run. We did beat CPU, for what it's worth. So I'll see you next time.